Hello everyone, my name is Poonam Mojmule. I am the student of Bresang Institute. Today's topic is on tissue of human. Human tissues are a fundamental building block of the human body, and it consisting of groups of specialized cells that work together and to form a distinct function. These tissue form a structural and a functional framework of organ and system in body. They are classified into four primary type based on their structure, function, and composition. First, it is a epithelial tape, connective, muscles, and nerve tissue. First it is a epithelial tissue. Um, Epithelial tissue primarily serves as a protective layer and covering the body's external surfaces and lining of internal cavities, organ and gland. It also acts as a mechanical injury, pathogen and dehydration while allowing a selective absorption or secretion or excretion of substances. Then characteristics its characteristic is it is composed of closely packed cell with a little intercellular material, the lack of blood vessel, but it is nourished by diffusion from underlying connective tissue. Then it is a polarity with an apical surfaces and basal surfaces. It is attached to the basement membrane. Then next it is capable of regeneration and especially in areas exposed to wear and tears such as the skin and gastrointestinal lining. The example of this it is a simple epithelium which is found in the lining of blood vessel alveolar. um, then uh, then stratified epithelium, it is found in the skin for protection. Next it is a glandular epithelium. It form a endocrine and endocrine gland such as sweat gland and thyroid gland. Then next it is a connective tissue. Um the function of connective tissue, it provide a structural support and connect and bind a different tissue and organ, and it store energy and facilities transportation of nutrient and waste. It also play an important role in immune response. Characteristic it contain a diverse cell types, including a fibroblast to produce a fiber, macrophage in this immune function, and adipocyte for storage. Then features of this extracellular matrix, and it is composed of a fiber and ground substances that determine like properties, fluid gel or rigid, richly vascularized. Then example of this is bone, provide a structural framework and mineral storage. Then next it is a cartilage. It is offer a flexible support joint in the ear. Blood function as a liquid connective tissue for transportation. Then next it is a adipose tissue. It store energy and insulate the body. Then next is muscles tissue. The function of muscle tissue is specialized for contraction, movement, and it also plays a role in maintaining the posture and generating heat and supportive body. It function like a circulation and digestion. The characteristics it is composed of elongated cell called muscle, then contain contractile protein, actin and myosin that enable the movement. Then it is nextly is highly vascularized to meet energy and oxygen demand. Then next it is a types in this first is a skeletal muscle. It is a voluntary and straight. It attached to the bones and facilitate to the body movement. Then cardiac muscle. Now, cardiac muscle is involuntary and straight, so it is foundly exclusively in a heart and responsible for pumping blood. So features of the intercalated disc for synchronized contraction. Then next it is a smooth muscle. Involuntary, it is involuntary and non straight. So next is a found in a wall. It in the example like a stomach. It regulate a function like digestion and blood flow. Next is the nervous system. The function of nervous system is essential for communication and coordination and control in a body. It transmit electrical impulses and process information and regulate the psychological activities. Characteristics of it is a composed of two main cell types. First of all, it is a neuron made up of specialized for generating and transmitting electrical signal. Next it is a glial cell. It provide support and protect and nourish. It is a highly specialized but with limited regenerative capacity. Then example of these, it's a central nervous system. It is a brain and example of this brain and spinal cord. Next it is a peripheral nervous system. The nerves connecting to the CNS to the body. It is a specialized features of human tissues and regeneration. The epithelial and connective tissues highly responsible for rapid healing. For example, skin wound and bone fracture. Then muscles and nervous tissue, it limited regeneration and damage often result in a tissue formation. Cardiac tissue after a heart attack. So next, adaptability. Tissue can adapt to changing the condition such as a hypertrophy of muscle due to the exercise or thickening of epithelial tissue under a friction. Then next it is a interdependence. In this no tissue operation in isolation. The example of epithelial tissue depend on a connective tissue for support and nourishment. Then nervous tissue, it's for stimulation. Then importance in anatomy and um, pathology. The study of human tissue is crucial for understanding. So normal physiology in tissue function and its maintaining health. First of all, disease pathology, how tissue abnormalities contribute to condition like cancer and fibrosis and regenerative disorder. So next it is a medical advances. uh, Tissue engineering and regenerating medicine and stem cell therapy rely on a detailed knowledge of tissue structure and function. So it is a understanding of human tissue form a foundation of exploring the organ system and diagnosing the diseases and developing the therapeutic strategies. Thank you.